I end up seeing the guy's picture on Facebook. Guess who he was in the picture with? My little sister and her boyfriend. Oh my God, like they gonna find out. So I text him and I was like, how do you know my sister? And he was like, the boy, her boyfriend who I'm in the picture with, that's my brother. And the one, the only original Black Ken. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the world of a Black Ken. Yes, I'm back with another video, but this time it's going to be a little different. This time we're going to do story time. Usually I go to restaurants, we travel, we go different places and all of that, but this episode is going to be a little different. Now was the perfect time to do a story time, and I'm in my car currently doing, this story time because my car is like my studio. But yeah, so let's get it. Let's get this story started. I have like the perfect story I want to tell. And the story is going to be my coming out story. Yeah. It's crazy because my coming out story was so crazy, and I'm just so surprised that like I haven't been told the story. I'm surprised I haven't been told my coming out story. But now we're gonna tell it. Okay, so as you guys know, I'm openly bi now. I like girls and boys. I like boys, a lot more, but I like girls too a little. I don't know where to start with the story. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way back. Forget it. We're going all the way back. Okay, so I had so many girlfriends growing up. I always had a thing for girls. Always wanted to fight me over girls growing up. I had girls. But also, I had a lot of sisters growing up. I grew up in a household full of sisters. I had a brother, but he didn't live with us. So I grew up in a house full of girls. And I wouldn't say that's the reason, but let me cook. I grew up in a house full of girls, and I was the only boy, and I was kind of like the outcast because I was the only boy. Um, but when me and my sisters would get into it, they would say little things like, they would insult me and call me gay or whatever like that, and I would get mad and stuff like that. My family, like they could, tell a little bit that I was going to be gay, but I guess they was like in denial or whatever. I keep saying gay. Okay, if I say gay, just know you know what I mean. Like I like girls too, but if I say gay, you know what I mean, because that's what they call me anyways. They call it gay anyways, so I'm gonna say gay. Um, but I feel like they always knew that I was gay, but like they, you know, whatever. Like, it was just like what I never really said it. I never said, "Hey, I like boys." But to be honest, like back then when they would call me gay, when they would insult me and call me gay, I wasn't really like, talking to boys. I wasn't really messing around with boys. I was still very, very young. But let's fast forward. When I was about 11, I was real curious. Um, I was super curious. I'm not gonna lie. I always had homeboys. I had a lot of homeboys, and I'm not gonna lie. Like I started having thoughts when I was like 12 years old. Not about gay sex specifically, but I remember like looking back. I didn't know what it was. Now that I'm grown, looking back, I kind of had crushes on some of my homeboys. Looking back, now I know what it is. So yeah, I kind of had a crush on some of my homeboys, and we would like playfully flirt, and you know how boys do. We playfully flirt, and we act gay playfully, but theirs was playfully. I don't think mine was playfully. I mean, mine was playfully, but I don't think it was playfully. Like I think I really like low-key meant it. And so it would be little stuff like that. And like one time me and my homeboy, we was playfully flirting on this little app, and my mom found it, whatever like that. And when she found it, I was like, yeah, we was playing around or whatever like that. I said we were playing around. I forgot what we were saying, playing around. I think I think I remember what we were saying. We was calling each other Bay. Like he was like, what's up, Bay? And I was like, what's up, Bay? But we was playing around. It wasn't that serious, but we was playing like that a lot. Like we would always play like that. We would be like, what's up, Bay? And stuff like that. But yeah. So that was the first strike, when she found out something, but that wasn't really serious. So the second thing was I got real curious when I was like 13, and I looked up gay porn. I looked up gay porn. I was curious. Like I was like curious on how like dudes like, did it. So I looked up gay porn and I watched the gay porn. Now back then I didn't watch the gay porn in like, off to it, because actually back then, like, I had never even like backed off or even like, came before. Like, I wasn't like I wasn't sexually active at all. I was still a virgin, but I was curious, so I looked at the gay porn or whatever, and I would watch it. And one time I watched it and I forgot to delete my history. And I think my mom and my sister, they got into it, and my mom took her phone. And when she took her phone, like, she took my phone while I was asleep. And when she took my phone, I guess that she seen, no, it ain't I guess, she did. She seen the gay porn in my phone. Mind you, I was asleep during all of this. So when I woke up, I just heard a lot of commotion. And when I went into the living room, she showed them my phone with gay porn in it. It was like this whole big thing. Like, I don't even want to talk about everything that happened that night because it was just too chaotic. I'll talk about that in another video, maybe. I don't even know if I want to relive that, but I may talk about it in another video. But we're gonna stay on topic of my coming out story. After all of that happened, me and my mom had a talk or whatever, and she was like, "You gay?" And I was like, "No." I was like, I was just curious. And I feel like deep down inside, she didn't really believe that I wasn't gay. They would like insult you or call you things, whatever like that. And then when you turn out to really be what they call you, then they act surprised. I feel like if I didn't say it out of my own mouth, everything was okay. I think like a lot of parents, they want to be in denial and peace. So like, sometimes they kind of know, but it's like they want to act like they don't know. They want to be in denial and peace. So as long as you don't say it out of your own mouth, then it's cool. Actually, after all of that happened, me and my sisters would get into arguments. They would always bring it up. Like, it would always be thrown in my face, whatever like that. And I was just getting so like miserable. I had turned 14. Let's go forward to when I turned 14. I was 14, and that whole gay porn thing was still like, hunting me, because people would throw it in my face all the time. Everybody knew that I watched gay porn. I would get into arguments with my fam, and they would call me like homophobic names and stuff. It was always getting thrown in my face, and I was just getting tired of it. But mind you, still during that time, I had never like messed with a boy. I had never been in a relationship with a boy, but I got curious again. I wanted to take it a step up. So I looked on Google. I think it was Google Play. That was back when like Androids were more popular. I looked on Google Play, and I looked up gay dating apps. I downloaded this app called, what was the app called? It was called Bumble. It was called something with a B. Oh no, Hornet. Hornet. That's what it was called. It was called Hornet. Okay, so I downloaded this app called Hornet, and I was talking to people on there. By the way, the app sucks. I'm sorry, I have to say it. The app sucks. Back then, I wasn't really I didn't really know what the apps, were, but I was like, wow, that's my first gay dating app, Hornet. Why would I download that? I was curious, so I downloaded Hornet, and I was talking to, like people on there. Like, I was talking to older guys on there actually. Like, they wasn't old, but they was like older than me. I was still a minor, but I didn't link up with those guys. I was just curious, about gay guys. I didn't really know much about gay guys. I didn't really know much about, besides what my family, was saying about gay guys. I come from a really homophobic family, so I wanted to, see what it really was. I ended up downloading another app, and it was Jack. And when I downloaded Jack, I made a profile on Jack, and this profile had hit me up with no picture. It was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "What's up?" But the person would like live near me. We talked for a little bit, and I was like, "Send your picture, send your picture." And when they sent their picture, we was talking. We didn't meet up right then and there. We talked for a couple days first, and I ended up seeing his picture. Okay, I ended up seeing the guy's picture on Facebook. And guess who he was in the picture with when I went on his Facebook? He was in a picture with my sister, my little sister, and her boyfriend. So when I found that out, I was so scared. I was like, oh my God, I'm talking to a guy that know my sister and her boyfriend. Like, I was like, oh my God, like, they gonna find out. So I text him, and I was like, how do you know my sister? And he was like, the boy, her boyfriend, who I'm in the picture with, that's my brother.
Oh, that was different.
I was like, oh my God. I can't do this. I said, I can't do this. We can't talk. Don't tell nobody. I was shook. And he was like, oh no, nobody's going to find out. And at that point, like, I was scared to come out, but I feel like at the same time, I was kind of tired in a way of like that whole gay porn thing getting thrown in my face. And on top of that, I was kind of like finding myself and I was starting to realize that I actually like boys. I was curious and I tried so many different things, and everything that I tried, I liked. I liked the gay porn. I like talking to boys. I was starting to really realize that I might just like boys. Like, I think I like boys. Like, I was starting to come to a realization that I like boys. So I still went ahead and talked to him. We ended up meeting up. We talked for a little bit. The first night we didn't really fuck around, but he did give me a hickey and we kissed. And that was my first time kissing a boy or getting a hickey by a boy. And I went to school the next day, and when I went to school, I had a hickey. Everybody thought that the hickey was from a girl. They was like, "Oh, you got a hickey from a girl," and I went along with it. I was like, "Yeah, I got a hickey. A bit that gave me a hickey. Girl." Like, I felt like I was everybody thought the hickey was from a girl, but it was really from him. So next day me and him met up again. He lived like right around a block from me, like probably like only like 10 minutes away from me. And I had a bike. So, I would like ride my little bike to his house. So I rode my bike to his house and we went inside. And when we went inside, we ended up actually doing something. And I forgot how it happened. Oh, he said, "Do you want a 69?" I said, "What?" 'Cause I didn't even know what a 69 was. I was like, what is a 69? I was so innocent. Oh my God, take me back. I was so innocent. I don't remember if we 16 or what, but I know that we messed around. Okay, I really feel like I should have been making a different type of video for this part. I'm going to leave some parts in, but I'm going to cut some parts out because I feel like I shouldn't go too deep into that. So I'm not going too deep into the sex part. Let's go to the part about how my mom found out that I was, gay. Let's go to the part about how everybody found out I was gay. So he would pull out his phone and he would take like videos and pictures with me. Usually DL guys, it's like, nah, you can't take no pictures. Like, no pictures, no videos. They real strict. Well, I was a different type of DL guy. I was young. I was new to the whole gay thing. I didn't really know much about exposing and all of that. And on top of that, I was coming to a point where I didn't really care no more. I was like, if they find out, they find out. Like, people are already treating me bad anyway. So it's like, I mean, what's going to change? So I was coming to a point where I didn't really care no more. So I didn't really say anything when he would like take videos and pictures or whatever like that. But how they found out is, I don't know how to start this one off. I was asleep. When I woke up, I just heard talking or whatever. I was trying to talk to my mom. I went up to my mom and tried to talk to her, and she wouldn't talk to me. And I was wondering why she wouldn't talk to me. And I was trying to talk to her, and she was like looking the other way, and she was ignoring me, and she was acting real cold towards me. So I was wondering what was going on. And one of my siblings had told me that a picture of me and the boy on there went viral. And I was like, what? When I went on the internet, that picture had so many shares. Like, that picture went viral. Everybody was sharing the picture. Everybody was talking. Everybody was hating. But not only that, he has set a picture of me and him on his profile, and people from my school saw it. So I went to school, and when I went to school, before I can even go to class, the principal called me to the office, and it was like, I just want to inform you that there's a picture going around of you and your partner. Everybody in the school has seen it, so if anybody says anything to you, just ignore, just come to the office or let staff know and all of that, or such and such, whatever. People had something to say, but they didn't get too disrespectful, like, because I ain't bragging, I'm gonna keep it real. Before I came out or before people found out about me, like, I was known for, like, getting down. Like, don't let the pretty boy stuff fool you. Like, anybody that disrespect me, anybody that that try me, they know that I'll get in the paint with anybody. Like, I was like that. You know, I'm more mature now and calmed down now, but back then, I was a savage. People knew that. So people had their little things they said, but most of the stuff they said was behind my back. You know, to my face, they kept it cute to my face. So I can't say that I got a lot of like, bullying at school for being gay. I didn't really get bullied at school for being gay. Like, they knew not to try me. Like, they didn't bully me for being gay at school. But I feel like the bullying I got, like the most bullying I got for being gay is from my family, which is sad because you would expect like people from school or be like, the ones that bully you the most, but it was my family that bullied me the most. Okay, I want to do a part two of this because I don't want to make it too long. I'm going to let you guys know, like what happened after that whole situation and, how me and my family relationship was after that and the things I went through with my family, my mom, and all of that because there's way more. So just stay tuned and make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I love you. And the one, the only original Black Ken. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.